Hey, strong people. Being strong is not protection, it's exposure. You're answering texts at 11 p.m. from people who wouldn't check on you in the a.m. You're solving problems for people who don't even ask how you're doing. You're the friend who gets the 2 a.m. crisis calls but would never make one yourself. If you've ever wondered why people keep leaning in on you, draining your energy, expecting more from you than everyone else, it's not because it was invited. It's because your strength sent a signal that you didn't even realize it was broadcasting. Here's what no one tells you about being the strong one. Once people see that you can carry all the weight, they stop asking whether you should, and they just hand it over. You become the emotional janitor, the free therapist, calm, while everyone else unravels. Because you handle it well, nobody noticed what it cost you. Your exhaustion looks like confidence. Your silence looks like strength. Your boundaries get mistaken for availability. This is how it all happens without you realizing it. Someone will vent to you, you listen, you help them feel so much better. They come back again and again. Not because they're evil, let's not say that, but because you made it easy. They didn't have to ask if you had the bandwidth. You just handled it. Pretty soon you're carrying problems that aren't even yours. You're managing emotions that aren't your responsibility. You're fixing situations you didn't create. And the worst part, you think that if you stop, everything will fall apart. You think that if you finally say, I can't right now, people will see you as bad. But you're terrified they'll just move on. And the truth that might sting just a little, you continuously carry things that were never yours to begin with. You've been mistaking your capacity for obligation. You've been confusing being needed with being valued. The people who only show up when they need something, they're not your people. They never were. They're just good at recognizing that you're a giver. Now let me break down the 3 types of takers you need to recognize. First, the guilt trippers. This is the person who makes your boundary about their feelings. You say, I can't talk right now, I'm exhausted. And they respond, wow, I thought I could count on you. I thought you were my friend. Or you're the only person who understands me. They've learned that your empathy is a button that they can push. They're not always on it consciously either. They genuinely believe that their problem is more urgent than your peace. But impact matters more than intent. If someone consistently makes you feel guilty for having limits, they're not respecting you. They trained you. Second, the crisis addict. Everything is an emergency. I mean, every damn thing. Everything's urgent. Everything needs you right then and there. But if you look closely, it's the same crisis with different details. Same drama, different day. They're not looking for solutions. They want you to be the audience. You keep showing up because you think this time will be different. This time they'll change. They won't, because the crisis is comfortable for them. Your response is the reward that keeps the pattern going and going. Third, the selective friend. They show up when they need something. You know them. I don't even have to tell you their name. They're engaged when it benefits them. They're present when it's convenient for them. But when you need support, silent. When you're struggling, they're too damn busy. When you have good news, they are distracted. You've been making excuses for them for years, for months. Oh, they're just going through a lot. But people make time for what matters to them. Remember that. If someone only shows up when they need you, you're not a friend. You're a resource. So what do you actually say when you need to set these boundaries? Because knowing you need boundaries is the easy part. Finding the words without feeling like a terrible person, that's the hard part. Here's some scripts that work. When someone vents without asking, hey, I care about you, but I don't have the energy for this right now. Can we talk later this week? I do it all the time. When someone guilt tripped you, I understand this is hard for you, but I need to protect all of this energy right now that's positive. It's not about you. It's about me. When someone keeps bringing up the same problem over and over, I've noticed we keep talking about the same situation. Ma'am, sir, you cool? I want to support you, but I don't think my advice is helping. I think it's time for you to seek therapy. When someone only reaches out when they need something, I've realized that our friendship feels one-sided lately. I need to step back for a bit. Boundaries are not up for debate. You don't need to explain yourself into exhaustion. Now, here's what happens when you start protecting your energy. It's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel uncomfortable at first. Some people will get upset. The ones who benefited from the lack of boundaries are going to be the loudest. They will call you selfish. They will say you've changed. They'll make it all about them as usual. Let them. Some people are going to disappear. That part may hurt just a little because you'll realize that some of the relationships only existed because you were a useful tool. But here's what else will happen. The right people, they're going to stay. The ones who value you, not just for all the capacity that you serve for them, but they respect your boundaries. They'll check on you without needing something first. You'll notice something shift right inside of you. The resentment will fade, the exhaustion will lift because you're no longer betraying yourself to keep the peace. Strong people don't need to prove that they're strong all the damn time. They need to protect their strength. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Not every problem needs your hands all in the midst of it. Not every crisis requires you to be emotionally labored. The answer isn't becoming cold. It's time to be selective. So let me ask you something. What are you carrying right now, today, that isn't yours anymore? What relationship are you holding together that would collapse if you let it go? And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what you need to happen. I'm Myss T. This is CCTV. Save this video if you need permission to drop something heavy this week, this month, next year. Save those boundary scripts. Practice them if you need to, because the weight you are carrying was never proof of your worth. I'll say it again for those in the back. The weight you are carrying was never proof of your worth. The people we're keeping will stay with you. It's time for you to put all the at rest.